Thomas Capano, powerful, respected, the unofficial Prince of Delaware. But behind the tailored suits, something darker lurked. He demanded control. When challenged, his charm turned cold, dangerous. Anne Marie Fahey, a rising star, was drawn into his orbit. Their secret relationship became a tangled web of passion and possession. Breaking Capano's rules would have deadly consequences. And so the stage was set. Anne Marie Fahey was smart, dedicated, and full of life. At 30, she was thriving in state politics as the governor's appointments secretary. But for 3 years, she was trapped in a secret affair with Thomas Capano, older, married, powerful. What began as excitement soon turned to fear. Capano's attention became obsession, his affection a tool of control. He was jealous, possessive, monitoring her every move. Anne Marie lived a double life, the strain pushing her to the brink. She battled an eating disorder, made worse by the toxic relationship. She knew she had to end it, but Capano wouldn't let go. She started a secret diary, documenting his manipulative, controlling behavior. The pages were filled with dread, a silent scream for help. Anne Marie tried to build a new life, even starting a new relationship. To Capano, this was betrayal, a challenge to his control. The more she tried to break free, the tighter he squeezed. The charming mentor had become a monster in the shadows. The affair was a ticking clock. Anne Marie was desperate to escape. But Capano was a man who did not lose, not in the courtroom, and not in his private life. The shadows were about to swallow Anne Marie whole. June 27, 1996. Anne Marie Fahey agreed to have dinner with Tom Capano one last time. She told friends she was going to end it for good. They met at a Philadelphia restaurant, her final attempt at freedom. After dinner, they drove back to Capano's house in Wilmington. What happened inside those walls was the point of no return. The argument escalated. The power struggle reached its horrifying conclusion. Tom Capano, the Prince of Delaware, became a killer. Anne Marie, hoping for a new beginning, would never walk out. The next morning, she was gone. She didn't show up for work. Her family knew immediately something was wrong. The search began, a missing person case that gripped the state. Her apartment was untouched, her car still outside. Only she was missing. The last person she was seen with? Thomas Capano. When questioned, Capano was calm, helpful even. He claimed he dropped her off at her apartment, painting himself as a concerned friend. He used his legal skills to point the investigation away from himself. But Anne Marie's diary, a few clues, and a brother's conscience would soon tell a different story. The facade was cracking, the truth was closing in. Capano's world was about to collapse, the prince was about to fall, and Anne Marie's voice would not be silenced. The investigation stalled. No body, no weapon, no confession. But the FBI put pressure on Capano's inner circle, especially his brothers. Jerry Capano finally broke, unable to bear the secret. He revealed a chilling story. Tom had killed Anne Marie and needed help. They stuffed her body into a giant cooler, took Tom's boat out to sea and tried to dump her in the Atlantic. The cooler, nicknamed the Sea Donkey, wouldn't sink. Panicked, Tom shot at it, then finally removed Anne Marie's body, weighed it down, and pushed her into the ocean. He smashed the cooler and threw the pieces overboard. Days later, a fisherman found the bullet-riddled cooler floating in the ocean. He kept it, not knowing its significance. When Jerry confessed, the cooler became the key evidence. The ocean had refused to keep Tom Capano's secret. The case cracked wide open. The truth was undeniable. Capano's power couldn't save him now. The evidence was overwhelming. The Prince of Delaware was exposed. Justice was closing in. Anne Marie's story would be heard. The secret was out. The trial was a sensation. The powerful lawyer accused of murder. Capano took the stand, spinning a desperate tale, blaming another mistress. But the jury didn't buy it. The evidence was overwhelming. Jerry's testimony, Anne Marie's diary, the blood-stained sofa, and the bullet-riddled cooler. In January 1999, Capano was found guilty of first-degree murder. The Prince of Delaware had fallen. He was sentenced to death, later commuted to life without parole. Capano never showed remorse, never apologized. In 2011, he died in prison, his dark chapter finally over. But the story doesn't end with him. Anne Marie Fahey's legacy is not that of a victim. Her family fought for justice, ensuring she'd be remembered for her vibrant life, not her tragic death. The case left a scar on Delaware, a chilling reminder that evil can wear a respectable mask. It's a story about power, obsession, and the cost of control. a woman who tried to escape, and a man who would rather kill than let her go. Anne Marie's voice endures. Her story will not be forgotten.